Oh, hello, and welcome to the Orion Bowl for week number 9. I can't believe we've rocketed through this season. It's getting kind of ridiculous. Week 8, we had a lot of surprises. Well, not surprises. Couple of high scores, couple of low scores. Some mistakes made, some brilliant decision making from a team with a game that was almost handed to them on a plate. And now we have 4 teams sitting at 4-4, so there are 4 teams in our league that are basically sitting on if their kill death ratio would be 0. There's literally the first half of the season has been a complete waste of time. Literally, they're starting from scratch, from day one. But yeah, that is the nature of the Orion Bowl. So let's have a look at what happened in week 8 and look forward to what's going to go on in week 9. So, first off, let's do week 8's entourage. So, week 8's entourage, boom, banging it up here. Week 8's Vinny Chase, not even a question, right? Matt Stafford has turned into an absolute star at the Los Angeles Rams. He's been ridiculous. He's been showing that he is every bit the quarterback they thought he was. And he's done a great job. He was on the highest scoring fantasy team of week 8, well, in the Orion Bowl anyway. I'm sure there are fantasy teams out there with high numbers, but maybe not. No, this is the best fantasy league in the goddamn world, so screw everybody else. But anyway, he was on the highest scoring Orion Bowl fantasy team of week 8, which was, incidentally, the Baltimore Ravens, hitting 120 points. Not that they really needed it, because they were playing the team who put up the lowest points of the week, which was the team with no Namath. They didn't break 50 points. That was ridiculous. Also, that means that it's now been 2 consecutive seasons, 2 consecutive clean sweeps in the series between the Baltimore Ravens and the historic rivalry with the team with no Namath. There's been a lot of back and forth, but the last couple of seasons, it's been all back and no forth for the team with no Namath versus the Baltimore Ravens. But yeah, either way. Puts me at 4-4, and puts a lot of other people at 4-4 as well. It's kind of ridiculous, really. The Johnny Drama, Josh Allen, once again showing that he is the fucking game, pal. He was back in rare form. The Buffalo Bills really did do a good job last week, and Josh Allen was a huge part of that. And we've got this week's Turtle, Damian Harris, once again putting up more than I really would have expected, helping the baby got first pick to topple the mighty Legion, who now both sit at 4-4. The Ari Gold / Jeremy Piven diverse skill set award goes to Najee Harris, 91 yards, catching all receptions and taking in a touchdown. That is about as diverse as it gets, just like Jeremy Piven's acting range. And the E award for being terrible goes to Calvin Ridley. That was a real dick move on Calvin Ridley's part. He really left the team with no Namath in the lurch. Last minute, just decided he wasn't going to play. God bless him. Although I would say that I did do the Christian thing. I messaged the team with no Namath an hour before kickoff. As soon as I saw it, I said, look, Calvin Ridley is out. Unfortunately, he didn't see the message until he got back from work, but I did the right thing. I just want to throw it out there. You know who didn't do the right thing? Calvin Ridley. They really let the team with no Namath down. So, yeah. But, no, I hope his mental health improves or whatever. Well, whatever it is he's dealing with, because the team with no Namath need him. God damn it. And obviously, yeah, so we're looking at the league now. The Orion Bowl this week, it's all about the number 4. 4 teams this week on 4 teams and 4 losses. And the team with no Namath have not found a win against the Baltimore Ravens for 4 consecutive games now. There's so much to play for. Because everyone's basically, there's 4 teams on 0-0. A lot of playoff spots to play for. Are the coach's sons the reigning champions out of it? Not mathematically, no. But their morale is at an all-time low. It's a very negative energy when you go down to old coach's son's park. I don't know what let me know in the comments. What the hell is the name of your stadium? Like Suns Park? Sunscreen? I don't know. Either way, you ain't having a great season, and you haven't even picked up your trophy yet. I need to get that over to you. I've got a trophy and a belt here for you. I don't think you can mathematically defend the belt now. Maybe you can, just about, but either way. Let's move on to coaches' questions, where we get a couple of email questions from the fans of one of the most historic franchises in the league, the Baltimore Ravens. So over to you, Coach Burt Green. Okay, first email. Why do you have to save your good decision making for a game that you are basically gifted a win? I bet you shit the bed this week. Well, it's kind of negative, isn't it? I mean, well, at the end of the day, I've already gotten off to a good start this week, so screw you. But there are a couple of injury concerns, so I completely see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I was a bit disappointed because it's like, I made a decision to put in the Minnesota Vikings last minute against the Dallas Cowboys, and that came up looking pretty good because they put up more points. So why can't I do that kind of decision making on the games where I'm not already leading by 60 points? Do you know what I mean? It's, yeah, kind of ridiculous. But either way, I'll take that win. I don't know what happened to the team with no Namath. They really had a terrible week, didn't they? But never mind. Next one. Lots of game time injury designations this week for the reliable 49ers. Yeah, that's true. What is the plan? Okay, so the plan is that I'm going to put in Van Jefferson, wide receiver. I'm going to pray that Eli Mitchell is playing, or Deebo Samuel, because it's going to have to be. But basically, I'm keeping the flex open. I've got my flex open so I can put a runner or a wide receiver in there. I've picked up Van Jefferson. I really didn't, so I've dropped Javonte Williams. I really didn't want to do that. Honestly, I really didn't. But I mean, who else am I going to drop? I'm in a bit of a pickle here because the problem is they're both game time decisions. And I need to start picking some people up. Look, because Jefferson is going up against the Titans, who've given up the 4th most points to fantasy wide receivers, and the Rams waived Jackson this week, so there should be, in theory, a little bit more of the ball to go to Van Jefferson. I'm just like, ideally, I'm not going to play him, though, because ideally, both Deebo and Eli Mitchell are going to play, because I doubt that Robinson's going to play. Yeah, it's a bit of a pickle this week. Bit of a pickle, but at least the questions were more respectful. Maybe it's because I'm coming off of a win. But yeah, here we go. So, let's move forward to week number 9. Let's have a look at what is actually going to be going on. Because so far, right, so we've got the Baltimore Ravens against the Legion of Hope. So far, so good for the Baltimore Ravens. Jonathan Taylor racking up 32 points, 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty impressive. I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, gotta be honest though, all these injury designations are really kind of bothering me, because you've got Deebo Samuel, game time decision. They don't kick off until 9:25. Like he's expected to play, but the 49ers are uncertain how long he'll be able to go. What the fuck does that mean? What does that even mean? Do you know what I mean? Come on, either tell me he's going to play or don't. Do you know what I mean? Don't say, oh, well, he's probably... It's so wishy-washy. I hate that. Exactly the same for Eli Mitchell. Like, he's questionable for Sunday's game. He's expected to play, but 49ers are uncertain how long he'll be able to go. That, again, what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Is he playing or not? So I'm going to have to wait until about kind of 8:30, about 50 minutes before game time, or 90 minutes before game time. They say they're going to say one way or another. If both of those are playing, then I am going to play them, because I picked up Jefferson just in case. I mean, Jefferson, he's the 3rd wide receiver at the Rams, and whilst they've waived Jackson, and the Titans, they do give up quite a lot of points to wide receivers. They're 4th in the league on most points given up to wide receivers. So, if I'm desperate, I'll play him. But I mean, if both Eli Mitchell and Deebo Samuel are out, I'm kind of a little bit screwed, because I'm going to have to drop somebody else at that point in order to play an actual full team, which is obviously less than ideal. Because who do I drop? Gronk, Mahomes, Knox, Metcalf, Samuel, Robinson. I can't drop any of those guys. I'd just probably have to play one player down at that point. Because how am I going to drop any of those guys? It's just, it's a fucking mess. It is an absolute mess. It'd probably have to be Gronk. I'd probably have to drop Gronkowski. Pissed off, man. Because obviously I put Sweeney in, because he's going to be the lead tight end at Buffalo. But yeah, so I mean, honestly, whilst I've had a good start, I really think the Legion are probably going to come back and take this one, because I've got so many injury problems. I don't think I'm going to field a full team, because I don't really want to drop any of those guys. As soon as I drop them, somebody will pick them up. You know what I mean? They're all of those guys on my bench, they're all really good players. It just so happens that none of them are playing. I can't drop Pat Mahomes. He's actually undroppable in my team anyway. So yeah, what can I do? Do you know what I mean? You've got, okay, so the Legion are going to have to do without Rodgers. Big deal. He's still got Cooper Kupp. You know, Cooper Kupp's good for like 40. You know, got Hunter Henry, Dalvin Cook, Thielen. Yeah, I think the Legion of Hope are probably going to take this because honestly, I don't think I'm going to have a full team out there. Maybe I do. If I have a full team, I think I've got a chance. If either Debo or Eli Mitchell play, then I've got a chance. If both of them play, I've got a better chance, I think. But yeah, I don't think it's despite the good start, I don't think it's looking particularly good. I think the Legion of Hope are going to take it. But yeah, anyway, Dallas Stray Gorillas against the team with no Namath. So both of these on 4-4, aren't they? No. Oh no, the Dallas Stray Gorillas are on 3-5. Oh, that's no good, is it? And then the team with no Namath are on 5-3. So yeah, they're still looking really good. Despite the terrible game they had last week. CD Lamb's questionable, but other than that, you're looking okay. The Gorillas have got a pretty decent lineup there. Ezekiel Elliott is starting to come back into it. Keenan Allen, Beasley, Kamara, Herbert. He needs Herbert to have a good game. Rams D to have a good game, which they probably should. Then you've got Hurts. Justin Hurts has been a bit unreliable, hasn't he? Have you not got any other quarterbacks you can put in there? He's just been a bit hit and miss, hasn't he? But yeah, I mean, Leonard Fournette was back to his old ways last week, which didn't help you. Boston Scott. Oh, I can't believe you picked up Boston Scott. I'm so happy. After all that shit that you gave me for drafting Boston Scott, look who's gone crawling to the Boston Scott hype train. There you go. I told you the kid was a talent. Unfortunately, my roster is so stacked I do not have space for Boston Scott, but I wish him all the best. It turns out, the old Namath Park, they do have some terrific run coaches. So, yeah, I mean, I'm getting on the Boston Scott hype train. I think Boston Scott puts up 30 points, and I think the team with no Namath get the win. Boom. There you go. Coach's sons taking on Baby got first pick. Man, this is going to be it's another tough one. I mean, the coach's sons need to start winning. They have to start winning. And Baby got first pick. I need them to lose, really, because they're kind of competing with me at 4-4. So ideally, I'd like them to go. At the moment, they're not playing a kicker, which is a bold move. That is bold. But then again, who are they dropping from their lineup? Hawkinson? I'd get rid of Hawkinson. But obviously, they haven't got Saquon Barkley. Now, Lamar Jackson should have a pretty big game. Oh, the coach's sons managed to poach Devontae Booker. That's a good shout. Christian McCaffrey could be back in. They got Justin Jefferson and Chase, Kelsey. All of a sudden, look at that lineup for the coach's sons. They ain't out of this yet. Taking the Suns, because it looks like that Baby got first pick. Aren't even going to bother playing a kicker. Which is just, I mean, is that hubris? No? I mean, they have got a solid lead so far, but they have played their quarterback and their defense. So I think that the coach's sons have got this. I'm sorry to curse you, coach's sons, but I do. I think you got this one. Then you've got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the San Diego Harlots. Both teams have played players already. Carter, not great. I mean, okay, but not great for the New York Jets. For the Colts, because obviously they lost Derrick Henry. That's going to be difficult for them. But then you had Pittman, who did 12 points. It's not bad. You take that. So I'd have to say that's first blood to the San Diego Harlots. And with Henry on injured reserve, Kyler Murray being out, so he's put in Dak Prescott, though. That's pretty good. Dak Prescott plays. He's going to do pretty good. And then you've still got Tyreek Hill and Mark Andrews. Najee Harris as well has been doing well. I think I would still have to lean towards the Indianapolis Colts. I think they're just such a solid team. So I think that the Colts take that one. So, yep, for all those that I've picked for, prove me right. All those that I've picked against, prove me wrong. Really looking forward to another great game, week of games. I'm going to be watching NFL Red Zone at the NFL Mansion. It's going to be a great time. I love Sundays. Sundays are just so fantastic, aren't they? Especially with fantasy NFL. But yeah, anyways, I'll catch you all next week. We'll see what goes on. I'm sure it'll be tremendous. Whatever happens.